Hello, my name is Kain-san Monoye. I'm the application developer, but now I'm making this video: operating system services for computer science and engineering students, or any enthusiast. You may just want to understand what the operating system is all about. So the question is, what are the services provided by the operating system? We are going to look at 7 of the services provided by the operating system. The first one is file management services. They also have the communication services, the program execution, the security and policy and protection, error correction, I/O operation, and resource management and allocation. So let's take the first one. Of course, it's very brief because they are just very clear. The first one is the file system management. Of course, you know that the computer stores files on disk. Okay, when the file is going to be used, it's moved from the disk to the temporary storage of the memory. Okay, so the disk organizes file in a file system. The files is not just disorganized and thrown into some disk somewhere. It's organized into directories of folders and subfolders. Now, the job of the operating system is to make sure that the users have the necessary tools to be able to read and write a file, or even create, delete, and edit a file. Permission to a given file, and permission being denied for certain users or processes trying to use a file. So this coordination on arrangement of files, use of files, and operations on files is what file management is all about, and is handled by the operating system. Program execution, of course, if you write a program and you can't run it, then there's a problem. So a program created by programmers or application created by application developers, they have to run. Okay, so how do they run? Operating system provides the functionality to allow for program to run in the computer system. So now, what is the work? What work does the operating system have to do? It has to provide an environment for this program to execute without interfering with internal structure or function of the operating system. So your program, whatever it is, will not interfere with the operating system. It doesn't have to crash the operating system, because operating system in itself is also a program, right? So you have your own program. So the operating system gives a level of abstraction and provides an environment for a program to execute. So we have I/O operation, input-output operation. I think this one is very clear, because a computer system is made up of input devices and output devices, memory, keyboard, mouse, disk, printer, scanner, everything, and connect to the computer system, display, and so on. So how are these coordinated? How is the user interaction with these input-output devices, how is it coordinated? Is handled by the operating system. So the user is not interested in how data is exchanged between the keyboard and the CPU, but he just enters data, and the operations are carried out. So the interconnection, the coordination, communication between the I/O devices and the system is handled by the operating system. So I/O operations is one of the services provided by the operating system. So we've discussed file management services, program execution, we discussed I/O operations. Now we have error correction. Operating system, just like every other man-made device or any other any other thing created to be used, may have errors from time to time. So how will error be corrected when it develops? So handled by the operating system. So error can occur, right? But an error can occur in operating system without the user knowing it. It's not every error that occurs in operating system that crashes the system, that prompts the user for that an error have occurred. No, but the operating system handles some errors silently under the hood without the user having to know that an error occurs. So it is the work of the operating system to monitor the system performance and ensure that error doesn't occur. If it occurs, it quickly responds to it. Communication. In my previous video, I've discussed interprocess communication. Okay, so the operating system handles interprocess communication. So several processes and devices and modules and programs have to communicate with each other. How do they communicate? So this coordination is handled by the operating system. There is a memory to be shared. There is something to be shared between users, between processes. It's gonna be coordinated. It's gonna be coordinated by the operating system. Protection and security. There may be malicious programs. There may be malicious users, malicious components. Something that is out there to damage the computer. The operating system protects. It should be able to detect what is risky, what is malicious, what can cause harm, and provide needed security. Implementation of authentication like password, and so on and so forth. They are protection mechanisms. So just I give a recap. The 6 services provided by the operating system: file management, program execution, I/O operation, communication. We'll have error correction. They'll have security and protection. So I'd like to thank you very much for viewing. My name remains Kind Samunanye. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe now. Like my video. Maybe share with your friends. Leave a comment. Tell me what you want me to discuss, and I'll be there for you.